Who can do infinite push-ups? Who can kill 2 stones with 1 word? Who wears sunglasses so his eyes won't hurt the sun? Chuck Norris. I would make those same jokes about Jocko Willink, but Jocko is no fucking joke. Jocko is the end boss of every game you ever played. The one that the character is never going to face, because beating Jocko is impossible. If Jocko was in the 300 movie, the movie would be called One. If Chuck Norris goes to sleep at night, he checks under his bed for Jocko. If you've watched Jocko's TED Talk, you've noticed 3 things. 1. Jocko is an awesome speaker. 2. Jocko is the ultimate badass.
There was only one person to blame. And that person was me.
And 3. Jocko is fucking massive. But why is Jocko so absolutely massive? And why he practically shouldn't be? Jocko was in war and isn't afraid to talk about it.
War is a nightmare. War is awful.
War is horrible and war is cruel, and war is the ultimate stress situation for your body. And if there's one thing you need to know about muscle building, it's the relation between C and T. C stands for cortisol, which is a stress hormone. T stands for testosterone, which is a muscle building hormone. The more C you have, the less T. The less C you have, the more T. If you're in war, you have a lot of C, cortisol, and you have less T, testosterone. Practically, Jocko shouldn't have much muscles then. But why is Jocko then so massive if he's completely filled with cortisol? Because of his badass mindset. If Jocko faces stress, he asks himself, is this truly in my control? Can I do something about it? If not, he won't worry about it.
There's a couple different types of stress. Now, if it's something that you can control that's causing you stress, well, why aren't you getting control of it? If there's something that's completely beyond your control, you've got to detach from it and not let yourself get stressed about it.
Jocko's computer keyboard doesn't even have a control key, because Jocko is always in control. If he's facing a stressful situation, Jocko immediately starts to put in the work to make his situation better. He also likes putting his life in perspective, thinking about other soldiers that had it much worse.
And hundreds of thousands, millions of warriors that have been in very stressful situations and faced evil and faced death much worse than the situation I'm in or you're in that we might consider stressful.
Now wait, a soldier which is in a bad situation thinks about other soldiers who had it worse. Yes, completely badass. Now you think you have it bad in a cubicle? Think about the people that put their life on the line on a daily basis. Managing stress by putting your life in perspective and taking immediate action is key to lower cortisol and therefore increase testosterone.
What that means is these stresses that you're avoiding, they're not going to go away if you avoid them.
This is part of why Jocko is so massive. Another result of Jocko's military experience is his discipline. Jocko has immense amount of discipline.
Discipline is your best friend. It will take care of you like nothing else can. And it'll put you on that path. The path to strength and health and intelligence and happiness.
Partly because as a soldier, you immediately know your why. If you're in war, you simply have to be better than your enemy. If you don't go to the gym, if you don't practice enough, you're literally going to die.
That somewhere out there, there was an enemy. A real enemy, a real man, a person, a human that was waiting for me and that was preparing for me to be stronger and faster and smarter and better. so that when we did meet on the battlefield, I would be ready for that rendezvous, for that meeting, that fate. And that thought of the enemy, it absolutely fueled me.
This may even put the possibility of steroids on here, but I'm pretty sure the needle would be too afraid to hurt Jocko. But the needle would also be too afraid to disobey Jocko's command, so it probably would just collapse in space-time, leaving a glitch in the matrix. A huge part of building muscle is training on a continuous basis. If you've got the right amount of discipline as Jocko and you know your why you want to achieve your goal, you're more likely to train on a regular basis and get massive as Jocko. But the biggest part of Jocko's mindset is probably his extreme ownership. Jocko is not afraid of making decisions and taking on responsibility. Jocko even wrote a book about it. He's even an author. Damn, I wondered what Jocko couldn't do. So I took 2.5 weeks off and made a list about all the things that Jocko can't do. Here's the list. Taking full responsibility for where you are at this moment is the most important part. Not only for building muscle, but also for building a life. To decide to not be in the passenger seat, unless of course there's Jocko driving, but to grab the steering wheel. Accept that you may be overweight, you may be broke, that's okay, but start searching actionable ways to change your life for the better by making better decisions. Sign up for a gym membership, learn more about nutrition, watch my YouTube videos. Most people don't do that. That's why people sue McDonald's, because they've poured their McDonald's coffee over themselves. That's why there are hit-and-run drivers, because people don't take responsibility for their actions. From now on, you take full responsibility in good and in bad times. Even when you screwed up, you will be more respected, you will have a better body, your financial life will be better, and your testosterone will rise. Check out the book Extreme Ownership from Jocko Willink in the description and buy it immediately. If not, Jocko will know and he will find you.
And I will kill you. This is Jocko Willink.